Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Coming up on 7:30 in the morning, February 4th, 2026. We got a few things moving around here this morning, guys. We got NVO, Nordisk, big miss there, down about 13%. We got Uber down. Uber kind of missed on their mark on earnings too, a little lower there. Um, what else we got? SMCI record-breaking quarter ever on a super microcomputer. That one's been laying in the weeds for a while too. All right, so see if anything could come out of that. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Airbnb got an upgrade. It's still red on the month, but it might have an opportunity to run here today. We'll see. With that big red month, you still got troubles. All right, so Lyft was a little lower as well, a little sympathetic to the devil for Uber, and we got that moving here too. All right, what else we got? So it's an Uber, Lyft, Dash, and Cart. I'm going to look at all four of those. Some of our healthcare stocks a little bit lower. ABBV down this morning. The AbbVie is down lower this morning. Tech is still a wreck, and that's the way it's staying for a while. But we're going to get out soon. We're going to get out soon. And then you're going to get that sharp rally, and then they're going to pull the rug and take them all back down again. So be prepared for that too. All right, so that's my thoughts there on tech, but tech is still wreck. Tesla even chopping around. Still, if you can get it down to 414, get in there. All right, if you can pick it up at 14, it came down twice to that number. Where are we at this morning? The overnight, I saw 418.21. All right, but I'm still stuck to my numbers here for 414, 415, somewhere in there. All right, grab it, hold it, put a long stop in it, and see if you can make some money on it coming back up. Boeing's higher this morning. All right, so I'm going to go through some stuff right here. Futures are quiet. All right, not much going on here. There's your 60s right here. 30s are the same, so don't worry about this one behind you there. It's about the same, looking exactly identical. So this is our hourly on the overnights, and as you can see, made a move to the upside and just been chopping. All right, chop, 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 chops. Not telling us anything here. All right, not telling us indecision. Okay, when chopping is indecision. Okay, so coming back up here, we'll see if anything comes of it today. We'll see what the futures want to do today. All right. All right. We don't really have today. We've got Fed guys talking today. We got mortgage rates. We're going to get those numbers today. Refis and markets. ADP. Employment and vehicle sales. That's really about it for today. Tomorrow we get the JOLTS, the job cuts, and the jobless claims. And then we go into Friday for the unemployment number, which could be a big win or a big. All right, that's what I think there. All right, so SPY coming back down as you see it's chopped. AQs is doing the same thing. So quiet on the front here. All right, all's quiet on the Western Front. All right, so it's coming in here real soft, as you can see here. Not much to talk about. Okay, all right. On SPX, if you're into that kind of thing, which you should be, SPX. All right, my numbers today are to the highs. 69.80, guys. We're trading at. We went out at 69.17. So I'm giving you a little bit of room to the upside there, all right? And I got to give you some upside room, okay? And then I even going to break it down even lower coming back down. So 6,800 back down to the downside. All right, I think we stay inside that range today. If we do start to get up near those ranges, then we want to be paying attention to that, okay? We want to be watching because you're coming top of the Brody formation and you're looking for setups that could possibly give us continuation to the upside and or reversals coming back down. Okay? That's what we're looking for. All right, so and then we'll check out the diamonds. All right, diamonds 493.56. We're trying to get the the Dow Jones Industrial Average to 50,000. We got back up to, let's pull that baby up. All right, there's your diamonds right now. A little better. All right, a little better than the rest of the bunch there. All right, and then we'll pull up the DJI. Dow Jones Industrial Average 49,240. We backed off yesterday. We were up to 493. Okay, and now we have backed off. What did we get? We got the right here. Oh, you don't see that, but here it is right here. We got the 49.6. All right, that was overnight. All right, so don't get nervous there. All right, this is our one. That was yesterday. All right, so this is the move today now, coming back inside. All right, so there's your Dow. We did finish strong, coming back up at the end of the day, I'll tell you that. All right, so what groups are going to get us there? What's going to keep us rolling, right? Well, energy's been really sketchy, but they seem to find a way to get through they keep finding a way. This 5172 area on XLE is really, we got to stay above that number. All right, got 5172. That's my number. If I go below 15, I'm not touching it down there. It's gonna have to stay above there. All right. It got up to 52 on the overnight. I can see that happened right here. We got up to 52. So we're coming back down from that, all right, but here we are, closed out at 51.67, right at our number. So can't seem to get going either way. Crude, I think crude just going to continue to go lower. We got all this free oil when we took over Venezuela, so we got all this free oil. So, what are we going to do with it? Flow. Make it flow, baby. All right? That's what I see happening. That's what I see happen. I see oil going down. All right? Now, your drillers, a different story. So we keep an eye on the drillers as well, because drillers get that stuff out of the ground, and that's what's important. All right, so here's the one I think you should keep an eye on. This one, Imperial Oil. This stock never does anything, and now all of a sudden it's turned into a beast. I don't know the story about this. I have thoughts, but I won't share. But I have some thoughts about where this thing's going from. This thing never does anything. All of a sudden, Imperial Oil is having a 2-2 up. You could pull it up forever. You had a couple days there, but you didn't see a 2-day like that in a while. All right, that's a nice move up. I think this still goes higher. All right, Imperial, it might have something to do with Venezuela. All right, not sure, don't know, but we'll see. 2-2 up. Keep an eye on that one. All right, that one I think is pretty good. All right, and as you can see, it's been really good. All right, continuation to the upside on Imperial Oil by the dips. All right, IMO. All right, so XLE Energy, sketchy. XLE and oil, man, I tell you, they're fighting each other. So there's like a little inbred going on in there. So be careful with that one right now, okay? XLY, these have been good. Chipotle Mexican Grill missed today. All right, so there is one of your right in there, right off the bat. And your discretionaries, and we got Uber down too. All right, CMG coming back down now, 36.70. I think that's a little overdone over here right now. I think this is a bargain at $36. But I don't know, man. They're saying sales are really down on Chipotle. I don't know. The one by me is always crowded. I don't know. Chop, man. Chopping on here. I think 36 is a discount right here. Even with bad earnings, I think that thing might be a buy down here. watch it on the gap because sometimes they just get it right. I mean, they get it wrong. Sometimes they just get it wrong, and they say, oh, that thing, $36. Maybe 36 bucks is good value right now with that thing. All right. Now coming down half of about what got through about 40 bucks and then it fell apart, came back down. So that's one of your discretionaries right there. And then Uber is a discretionary as well. Trying to fight back here on Uber. Look at this thing come back 79.50. All right, so we got a little bit of movement coming back up on the Uber. Uber fighting back, all right? So we'll see what that's going to bring. Anyway, we're looking at it, you're going to have to get through 80.65 to take day out, all right, to take day up. So you're still a ways away from there. You're going to be inside. Probably stays inside all day unless this thing prompts it and it starts to move. Airbnb is another one I talked about. So as long as they got stuck on these discretionaries, here's another one. Airbnb. I think Airbnb. I'd like it at 119 or 118 or 119. It might be able to give us a day, but you look at the big red day yesterday. They knew their earnings were coming. 131.12. I don't think we're going to get outside that day, guys. All right, 122 or wherever the hell it's at right now. 122.86. She might be helpless with an inside day. Look for the 212 back out and see which way she starts to go. All right, still got heavy on the month. All right, so there's no reason to go running after it anyway. So 2 down in the week, 2 down in the month. We know the criteria. We should be shorting this thing, all right, coming back down to the downside. But I don't see that happening either. So I think she's priced right where she's going to be. So just be cool with that one, all right? NVO was a big miss here. NVO, Nordisk. I've been waiting for this thing to break. It finally happened. Look at the puker day yesterday. I mean, they put the warning signs out, man. They had the red flags at the beach. You know what I mean? It's like, don't go in the water. They were warning. I mean, they weren't lying. All right. So they acknowledge, we acknowledge, everybody acknowledges. I wouldn't. It's gonna be strange here. All right, you're gonna gap her down, but they already traded it. They hit it, so I think this is what they did. They put the word out that things are gonna really be bad, so everybody would dump it. So today it wouldn't be so bad. And if you look at it on the big picture right now, it's only trading about $3 lower from where it closed. All right, so 47.85. Keep an eye on that one. I've been waiting for that one to come back up. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on Novo today. I might finally get a chance at buying this thing. All right. So we'll see what happens with that one. All right. On your healthcare. And then you got ABBV. That one's coming back here down this morning, too. A little bit lower on this guy coming back down. All right. ABBV was closed at 225.66. Trying to fight back here. That's going to take a day downer. All right. 220, folks. 220. So we're taking a gap down into this area right here. All right, so you're going to have a gapper down on ABBV. You wait that 3 days. Tree of them. Wait 3 days. Okay. All right, so ABBV. Yeah. All right. Healthcare just in general. Yeah. Until the insurers are right, we're going to have struggles. Okay. Here's XLV. Shoot her down on the 3 on the outside day. They get that one coming back down. If that baby goes into force, we got more pressure coming to the downside. Let's see what happens with that. Look at the shooter down on the month. Just stay away. When you see the red flag by the beach, don't go in the water. All right. Someone's going in. All right. Industrials, man, can't get enough. Cat Tractor's going to $700. I think Cat's going to rebuild the world. So after it gets tore down, but Cat, $700, man. This thing's already broke out. It busted out at 500. Now it's busting out at 700. I think it's going to 1,000. Am I buying it? No, not up here. No. All right. We need a big earnings miss and bring it back about 30, 40, $50. And even then, probably still not a deal. All right, but CAT, I think it's cruising speed here. I don't see big leaps and bounds, but I don't see many day downs either. All right, CAT's strong. CAT's going to stay strong. Okay, they got to rebuild Gaza and all that whole area around there. You know the United States is going to get those contracts. Those guys are buddies. All right, so CAT, there you go. See what CAT wants to do. All right, we'll see what CAT has really been really good for the industrials. All right, we'll pull up XLI right off the bat, and continuation to the upside. Stalling out a lot. All right, so be prepared today for that again. You're going to get that move. The Dow was doing really well early in the day yesterday, and then all of a sudden everything just crapped out, and we couldn't get any rallies going. Finally, at the very last 30 minutes of the day, we started to get a move. Look at XLI right here. There was the end of the day right here. You see that? The buyers were coming back at the end of the day. Now, 170.90, that's taking a high on the overnight, and that will take a day up, folks, at 170.19. Stick with the industrials. And there are bad eggs everywhere. All right, there are bad eggs everywhere. Now I'm going to just finish up with this when I talk about bad eggs. I got some bad eggs here. AMD, puke her down, all right? If you've been waiting for an opportunity to buy it cheaper, you're getting it today. 2-2 down today now. 217, folks. This thing's getting creamed this morning, all right? All right, nice gapper down to the downside. Wait the 3 days. You don't need to jump into it right away. All right, if you've been waiting for it, if you've been chomping at the bit, I want to buy AMD, I can't buy it. Well, you're going to get an opportunity, but we'll see, and let's wait. Please, be patient. All right, so that one, bad. I'm looking across the board here. Amazon is up 20 cents. Meta is... Now what is 689 closed at 691? It's in $2. It hasn't done anything. I think Tesla's in a range where you're going to get this 414 to 430. It can't get through 430. I mean, at the end of the day, we know that Tesla's going to buy everything, right? SpaceX is a cash cow for this guy. There's no stopping Musk. You know, if the richest guy wants what he wants, if whatever he wants, he will get, because he's the richest man in the world. It's pretty simple stuff. All right, so Microsoft still laying dead in the weeds. If you get a nice sharp breakdown from here, get some. Okay, if it breaks from here, all right, it's at that 411 range. It fell apart again. But if it does make a sharp break from here, and then it recovers fast. That's where you might be looking for a place where you can maybe find, even down here is not that bad, but we're still chopping away. And we don't know when the AI trade, the AI trade is still down the road, man. I mean, when is it really functional? 29, 30? I don't know. It's going to be, well, so we'll see there. NVIDIA coming back down, nothing going on. All right, Google, nothing going on. All right, so there's nothing to talk about here. Pretty much unchanged on AI. All right, so if you do like tech and you just have to get some tech, stick with this guy. This stock has been making me money every day since the 312. See the 3122 up? It's even better. Like when I say 322, it's even better when it's 3122. All right. Cisco's going higher. All right. Cisco busted out. All right. Watch your staples. All right. They're getting a little sketchy here. They've been running pretty good. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a little pullback in those. Okay. Again, industrials, staples, energy, sketchy. Stay away from healthcare. Not fun. OIH, watch the drillers and what's crude doing this morning here. I usually have it right up on my screen here. On the light sweet crude, down 9 cents. All right, so there's nothing going on. All right, and we're getting a number at 9:30. So watch your numbers at 9:30. All right, 9:30 you're going to get a crude number 2301, 2248, slightly lower here. Okay, inside day. All right, oil. I still think oil's going lower. All right. I still think it's going a lot lower. Okay, flood the world with oil, right? Then you break Putin, right? You take his only way of making money other than gold. All right, they know what they're doing over there in Washington. All right, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see what the day brings us. I'm gonna leave it at that. Did I miss any on there? Lilly, Envios, Chipotle, Enphase. What's going on with that one? There was some news in that one. ENPH. ENPH. I tried to make this video quick. It's like 20 minutes now. Enphase, 4682. Make it move to the upside, guys. All right, here's another one. Add that one to your list. Enphase. ENPH to the upside. All right, taking day up. All right, watch your numbers on your S&P 500. We know that the futures are flat. We know that the diamond should take the lead. And if we don't, then then we're gonna be at mercy of the chop and everybody else. All right, so the only way we're gonna get better is by getting the Dow Jones Industrial Average to 50,000, and then we need to get the Qs up too, because the Qs are still way off the highs. So we still got to get that gap's got to get filled. Get everybody up at the highs and have a big party, and then we'll see what happens. All right, on that note, be good.